Delayed gratification, the hidden skill that decides your future. Every successful person you admire, every life you secretly want, every version of yourself you imagine late at night is separated from your current life by one invisible skill. Not intelligence, not talent, not luck, but delayed gratification, to resist the urge of now for the reward of later. This video is not about motivation. It's about how your brain betrays you and how the most successful people learn to tame it. This is the neuroscience and psychology of delayed gratification, and this is your road to success. You don't lose your future all at once. You lose it quietly, in small moments, in tiny surrenders. One scroll, one excuse, one, "I'll do it tomorrow." No one warns you when it's happening, because from the outside, it looks harmless. But every day, a silent war is being fought inside your skull. Not between good and evil, but between now and later. Comfort versus meaning. Pleasure versus growth. This war decides everything. Your brain is not on your side. The most dangerous idea you can believe is this: my thoughts are me. They're not. Your brain evolved for survival, not fulfillment. Deep inside your brain is a system millions of years old. The limbic system. It kept your ancestors alive. If food appeared, eat it. If danger appeared, run. If comfort appeared, take it. It has no concept of long-term success. It does not understand dreams. It understands relief. The limbic system asks only one question: how do I feel right now? And it will sabotage 10 years of progress to avoid 10 minutes of discomfort. The prefrontal cortex. Behind your forehead lives a much younger structure, the prefrontal cortex. This is where you imagine futures, where you plan, where you say no. Every time you delay gratification, you strengthen this region. Every time you give in instantly, it weakens. This is not a metaphor. This is neuroplasticity. You are literally sculpting your brain with every decision. Why modern life is a trap. Never in history has discipline been harder, and never has it been more necessary. Dopamine used to follow effort. Hunt and you'll eat. Build and you'll have a shelter. Work and you'll get reward. The problem is, today, dopamine comes first. Scroll gives you pleasure. Click gives you validation. Consume gives you relief. Your brain doesn't know the difference between earned dopamine and cheap dopamine. It only knows repetition. And whatever you repeat becomes your default. This is why people feel empty. Not because life is meaningless, but because meaning is delayed and pleasure is instant. The Marshmallow Test. In the 1960s, psychologists ran a simple experiment. A child sits in a room, a marshmallow on the table. They're told that you can eat it now or wait 15 minutes and get two. Some children waited. Some didn't last 10 seconds. Years later, researchers followed up. The children who waited had better health, higher income, better relationships, and lower addiction rates. The marshmallow didn't predict success. Impulse control did. The successful kids learned the power of delayed gratification. This is why willpower fails. Willpower is a finite resource. It drains, it collapses, it disappears under stress. That's why successful people don't rely on willpower. They rely on structure. If discipline is required, the system is already broken. Your environment should make the right choice boring and the wrong choice difficult. If you want to change your life, stop asking, "How do I try harder?" and start asking, "What am I making easy?" If you're still here, you're not watching casually, you're searching. This channel, MyWay, exists for people like you. People who don't want hacks. They want understanding. They want control over their mind. So if you're walking the road to success, consider following to discover more life-changing insights. Thank you for your support. Let's continue. Training the wait. Delayed gratification is trained in silence, in moments no one sees. Here are some daily neural training ideas. Wait before responding emotionally. Sit with hunger. Let boredom exist. Boredom, calm, and silence are where your future speaks to you. When you don't escape discomfort, your brain learns, I am safe without relief. This rewires anxiety. This rewires addiction. This rewire your brain in your whole identity. Spirituality, science, and stillness. Ancient traditions weren't anti-pleasure, they were anti-slavery. Meditation is delayed reaction. Fasting is delayed gratification. Silence is delayed stimulation. Neuroscience now confirms what monks knew. The observer is stronger than the impulse. When you can watch a desire rise and fall, you are free. The final identity shift. You don't become successful by achieving goals. You become successful by becoming someone who can wait. Every delayed impulse is a vote. Every pause is a declaration. It's your higher self saying, I am not ruled by urgency. One day the effort stops hurting. Waiting becomes natural. Discipline becomes identity. People will ask, how did you change? You didn't. You just stopped obeying everything you felt. Welcome to the road to success. Welcome to MyWay.